Thanks for tuning in to Department in the Spotlight. I'm Commander Dave Orlosky with
Command Master Chief Daniel Irwin.
this week's Department in the Spotlight is Emergency Management with,
I'm Greg Weiss.
and you're here to talk to us about Emergency Preparedness Month and TCCOR.
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right, excellent, and I appreciate the opportunity to get this out. Now, tropical cyclones conditions of readiness, or as we abbreviate it, TCCOR, we have the information out what those different levels mean to everybody, and I don't want to focus so much on that. I want to talk more about some concerns we've received from the community about why the TCCOR levels might be different at our base versus another installation. So it really comes down to the authorities and the threat. Those are the two predominant things that will drive that. And what a lot of people may not realize is even though we're a Navy installation, we do not get our authority for TCCORs from a Navy level echelon of command. U.S. Forces Japan gives the TCCOR direction out for us, Camp Zama, Yokota, and Camp Fuji, whereas Yokosuka and Sasebo, they get it from Navy channels directly. So there's a little bit of difference there, and that causes some confusion for people, and I understand that, but what's most important is that they focus on what we are telling them from our location here. Use our social media sites. I understand you may be tethered or linked to somebody else's site at a different base for various reasons, or you're communicating with your friends and families at a different location. Completely understand that, but when it comes to the information source, it has to be our social media sources for us. It has to be our information channels, it has to be our ombudsman, it has to be our command that's directing that, because if it's coming from somewhere else, they could be facing a different threat, they could be acting under the authority of somebody else, and that will change the dynamics for their locations versus ours. The one example I like to use that where it does have an impact on us is the medical community, where we have a branch health clinic here, Navy hospitals down at Yokosuka. There's a relationship there. There's a direct authority between those two. But Yokosuka could be facing a different threat that's going to drive them to have to shut their base down at an earlier time than we would, which could force us to move some, for instance, our seriously injured, somebody who needed medical assistance, or our pregnancies could have to move down there before that installation closes. So it's those kind of things that can impact us here, even though the threat may not be the same for us here.
Yes, sir.
But it comes back to following the guidance from our base, and that should keep everybody on line like that. So,
Okay.
so hopefully that's cleared that up for some folks, and you can always reach out to us in emergency management. We can help explain that more if we need to.
Okay.
So the second topic was we're coming up on National Preparedness Month in September. The whole month of September is National Preparedness Month. DoD has a nice program put out, and it's themed. This year, though, our campaign is going to include a lot of different things. We're going to have a lot of different exercises at the command level, but there's two particular things that are applicable to the community that I wanted to get out, and that's our disaster movie marathon on the 5th of September. And our Atsugi Most Prepared Family event or contest we're going to have. So the movie marathon is on the 5th of September between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. It's 3 movies, compliments of our MWR community. They're going to put that on for free. Yeah, so it's a time, and I know school's back in session, so parents, you have a chance to go out for at least a couple of the movies. And then the last movie, you can bring the family if you like. But again, it's free movies. They're disaster themed. They're hopefully they'll help inspire us for the month. Get people thinking about disasters and what would you do in certain situations. But they are Hollywood, so they'll be a little extravagant in that regard. So that's happening on 5 September, 1 to 7 p.m., free movies. The second thing is an extension from last year. We did our Atsugi Most Prepared Family contest, right? So we're going to do that again this year, but this year we actually have 2 really good prizes to give out. We have a $100 gift certificate to the Trilogy, compliments of our Chief Petty Officer Association and the NAFA Wardroom associations have contributed to that. That's the first place prize. The second place prize is 5 6-inch Subways compliments of our NEX manager, and those come with cookies too. So you can't go wrong with a cookie.
Absolutely.
So those are the 2 events that are going on. So we're asking for people to take part of that contest. Send in your videos to the NAFA Emergency Management Facebook page. Show us how prepared you are. Make it clever. Make it fun. We really want to see some solid competition on this year. And based on the content, the creativity, and the overall preparedness, I think we should be able to select a winner pretty easily. And it should be a good event, and hopefully the community takes advantage of that.
That's great.
All right, thanks, Greg. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.